Now these white caliber coas are doing really good hanging across the edge of this pot. And you can see that there's more flowers that are about to open up. The heat wave came through and the flowers in the middle did really good, but the caliber coas got burnt up. So we'll be pulling those out and putting something else in there because we still have these in the middle. So we're going to get some trailers to put in. Hello, family and friends. Just out here with the Escalenta elephant ears, and just going to be walking around the backyard to see how things look, and looking at what's made it through the heat. And most of the plants are going to be full sun plants. We're going to be looking at elephant ears, the Thailand giants, and doing a little maintenance. What made it through the heat? Standing next to this Thailand giant to give you a size reference. I know it's at least 5 feet tall. Just getting ready to start raining. Hurricane Debbie just left Florida, and I think it's going to slow down before it gets to us, though. It looks like the storm is breaking up, but I still see some rotation in South Carolina, and we're getting a little rain right now. It's drizzling a little bit, but I think I'll be able to get a little bit of footage before it gets too bad. These Thailand giants, I just had to get some footage of these and want to do some more size references. These here aren't as tall, but they are just as big. So let me see, let me get in here. Look at this. Look at that. Now I could hide behind this thing if I wanted to, and my chin would be right up under the top of that, right over top that leaf. We are really happy with these, and they were growing pretty slow until it started heating up out here. They thrive in the heat, and look at the swirls between those veins. I like the detail in the leaves with the swirls and the different shades of green. Look at my hand. It's a big leaf. We're going to be fertilizing these. I'm going to start fertilizing them every 2 weeks and make sure that they get an inch of rain, well, an inch of water per week. Yeah, rain's on the way. There, look at that. Look at that water beading up on this thing. Oh yeah. This is how the Escalenta elephant ears looked earlier this summer when we put the mulch down. As you can see, there's a lot of space between them, and the creeping Jenny has just started to trail down the side. And I put in this flash caladium. The soil was a little sandy. Already had some. The soil was a little sandy, and I found a nice spot to put these in, and added some Miracle-Gro garden soil. Now this garden soil has nutrients in it, and it's still drainable, but it holds the water long enough so that the caladiums get what they need. So I dumped that in there and had to hold twice the size. I'm going to put 3 plants in here, and we have these flash caladiums. You see that the roots have just started to go through the little circular motion. They're not quite root bound yet, but I'll loosen them up a little bit to prevent that from happening. I try not to mess with the roots that much because these really throw a fuss when you do that. So I have that there, and I'm gonna put these in front, and the other flash caladium next to the first one. Turned it around so that the big leaf is that you see it when you look out the window, the back window. And these ought to do real good here. Added some little fertilizer, and going to get this soil around and making sure that the soil is right at the top of the root ball so that it's not up against the stem. And you can let the soil dry out between waterings when watering these. Now I'm spreading the mulch back around. I pulled that away from the area earlier so that I could use it and we wouldn't have soil on top of the mulch. Look at that. Got the shiny leaf. This big one is not as shiny as the one to the right, but they are beautiful. And that white and green has a nice contrast. And this bed here, you see that there's space between the flowers, and we have a nice edge on the bed, and a few escalentas. That's how it started out. Now you see on this side here, we have the when these are small, the leaves are black. Hold on. And as they mature, the veins become more green. Spray these stones off. Have the stones around the edge for looks. I like it because there's less weeds to pull, and look how big these got. These are those same escalentas that started off all black. You see how the veins are green, and they have like a flat black look to them, and they got bigger than the flash caladiums. They're almost shading them out. Next year we'll be taking some of those and starting another bed with them. And as I pull back, you see the creeping Jenny is all the way to the bottom, touching the bed. And this geranium pot, this is how this started off. When I first put this one together, we put these two geraniums in the pot with the creeping Jenny. We have the zonal geranium and the ruby red geranium. Over here we have the super petunias, double petunia, and with a flash caladium. And you see that they have a few blooms to pull off to keep her going. Now this pot here is going to do good in full sun. Everything that all of these plants do really well in the sun because we have just full sun everywhere. The backyard is just complete sun. So just a little routine maintenance before we sit this in the bed. We'll just be sitting that over there so it can get watered, and probably be putting it in another spot in the yard. I'm going to pull these off, and look at those veins in the blooms. Beautiful. And it also has petals inside. It's like a double petunia. Beautiful. Look at the spots, these splashy leaves on the caladiums. Now these have really done well for us this year because when we don't have a chance to water them, I mean, you can't even tell. They really handle the heat because we've had some triple-digit weather out here, and they have done amazing. Look at the blooms on these. This color is nice, and it goes with a lot of other colors that we'll be using this year. And We started off with this just sitting here so it would get watered, but I think we're just gonna leave it here. Looks good, and we'll just go with that. Look at that. Going in close. I like the contrast of that dark center. And here's your green and white caladium with that green margin and the escalenta. We're putting the chairs down around the fire pit because there's a storm on the way and it's pretty close. But before the actual storm gets here, we're going to get some rain. So I don't want to have to come out here and have to chase the chairs across the yard. So we're just going to lay those down and prepare for the storm. We're going to get a look at a few things. Well, it's starting to rain. We're going to get a look at a few things before the storm, and then we'll see what kind of damage we have afterwards. If you like this content, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let the algorithm know we're doing a good job. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can get all our videos. The storm's getting close, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This is a short one for today. And enjoy your day.